It's Brazil in yellow serving. It's the Netherlands in blue receiving. It's the second game from match day 2 of the FIVB World Grand Prix Finals here in Nanjing, China. Balkenstein has got block out, and so the Netherlands have their first point of the tournament. And it will be Marit Balkenstein to serve. Going after Sue Ellen. Tandara with work, 3 blockers against her. And the triple block works very well. Plack shutting down Tandara. Good to see the Netherlands looking to get 3 blockers out as soon as they can. That does put a little bit of pressure on Knip, who's the libero at 5, because there's a big space in front of her then at 4, should any shot go roll or cut to that position. Well, Plack's on fire already. And the Netherlands are off to a flyer. A great ball in from Sue Ellen, but even so, the Netherlands will be pretty pleased because they had 2 blockers in on that middle attack, getting a touch, slowing it down, but not stopping it. Pereira, the captain now, Natalia with the serve. Intricate little pre-serve routine. Knip covering, free ball for Brazil. Roberta's in 3 front court attackers, Rosa Maria, Carol and Tandara. It's Rosa Maria who goes on the right side through 2. Lovely movement from Brazil on that free ball, and it pinned all the blockers for the Netherlands. They were stuck, 1-on-1 on 1-on-1. Couldn't go anywhere, couldn't double up. Ace serve from Natalia. Brazil, just like that, back in the game. Netherlands with their side out. That one just coming off of Roberta. So having touched Brazil last, the Netherlands have the point. And that sends Bellien back to the serving line. Good to see Brazil running the quick ball in front of the setter. So often we see in women's volleyball the slide behind, stretching the play, trying to stretch blockers, but when you've got a back attacker like Natalia who can hit the 10 ball, it means you can free up a little by going in front. Unforced error, that's never anywhere near the block. And Bausch with the error for the Netherlands, and Brazil now in front. Both teams have the ability to challenge decisions, certain decisions anyway, in each set. There are 2 challenges per coach per set. And a little bit like the tennis, you get your challenge right to keep it. I'll explain a little bit later on the type of challenges you can have should we get one, and then they can tell you what other ones are coming. That's not coming back though. Oh dear. Have to be careful running after that. You don't get yourself injured, as Knip went after it. The advertising hoardings are not made of cardboard. Off the block and away from Tandara. Shoot ball to the middle does the job. There's 1-5. He's beaten by another. Nazir jumping, waiting, holding, turning, and crashing the ball inside the 3-meter line. Brazil lead by 3 at the first technical timeout. Just thought for a minute that might have been an ace serve. Bausch. Another one that's close to the line. But this time it's in favour of Brazil. Rosa Maria back to the serving line. Oh, good serve. Bausch looked to be in control of the ball, but it's one of those ones where she let it hit her as opposed to moving slightly forward, putting some weight into the pass. It was a good photo opportunity. If you had taken a picture of it, it'll look great. So they were both still. That one's not coming back. Nice swing. Balkestein. And now Robin de Kruijff gets ready to serve. We've just got a slight technical issue. We need to switch out one laptop for another on the scoring table, so must be a slight delay. It will have prepared for this. And if the technology does fail, there's always paper. Just checking, got the right server, everyone's in the right rotation. The score is correct. Brazil up by 4. Pretty evenly matched game at the moment. There's not been a great deal to separate the two of them. So Netherlands getting off to that very bright start, and then Brazil finding their rhythm. It's a must-win game for Brazil. Those of you just joining us, those of you perhaps didn't see the match day 1 results, Brazil were beaten by China. Straight sets, and that means Brazil have to win this if they have any chance of making it through to the semi-finals. If they were to lose this, they'd be out, and the Netherlands would be through to the semis along with China, and then it would become the match between China and the Netherlands to decide who'll be going through first and second. With straight crossover semis. And we are good to go again. We might not be, actually. There's another little screen's just popped up. I have to be sat just a little bit to the right of the scorer's table, and Something's going on with the connection somewhere by the looks of it. It just looked like it was going to be fine. So now Jamie's just checking to say what's going on. So right, we go back to the paper. I think we might be. Well, both teams now just got to keep their focus and try not to lose their rhythm. Jamie's saying, yeah, can we go back to the old way? We get that bit of paper. I mean, if they need to, they can do that. I'm sure they've got the not beyond the realms of possibility, but it does look now as if everything is working again. Chinese team looking on. Ding Xia, Zhu Ting and co. Oh, it's been a little bit of dominoes. Still checking. Well, these things happen. You can't legislate for them. You just have to deal with them as quickly and as efficiently as possible. And it looks like we are going to get the scoreboard. We are going old school. Excellent. So that's what the issue is. The scoreboard not flicking over. So there'll need to be somebody now just with eyes on that to get it back to the big screen, and that we can keep up in the arena. Score is currently 6-10, and away we go again in this first set. Good lead from Sue Ellen, and all of that was forgotten. It was 7-10, so that was the reason why the 6-10 turnaround, the point wasn't added, and that was why we were having that delay. So 7-10 with the side out, 11-7 Brazil. There was a big hard hit from Rosa Maria, but it didn't have the accuracy it needed. That's the danger of running the slide behind when you have front court setter, because you have three blockers who you have a pinch block. If you put your middle in front of the setter and the outside behind the setter, that means when that slide is run, the outside blocker, in that case Balkenstein's only got to make a little shuffle and she can get onto it. Natalia doing a Bausch, letting the ball hit her. Just see, puts her hands out. She's moving laterally, she's not engaging the ball to take it towards target. Didn't get her hands around in time either. Nice play. This time the slide behind works a little bit higher for Carroll. She's able to go over the top of Balkenstein, and Knipp can't bring it back. Oh, that's a lovely roll from Celeste Black. That was definitely Rosa Maria's to play. She was expecting Sue Ellen to do it. Well, that was a chance. Lovely set from Roberta. She put that behind and it was on a plate for Rosa Maria. And so now we're all square. Balkenstein with the serve. Bellion and Plack getting up, getting across. But it looks as if, yeah, indeed, certainly from Bellion's point of view, eyes closed, not seeing what was happening. And Plack, well, she couldn't stop it as it hit her forearm. A ball that's a little bit tight to the net, and you've got problems against this blocking of Brazil. Rosa Maria all over Bausch. Good ball in. Good up by Sue Ellen. Another chance though for the Netherlands, and options as well. And Plack finds the gap. Brazil are unable to get away from the Netherlands at the moment, just 1 point separating the teams. Running the middle in transition is always great to see. And that was run very well. Shoot ball. All square, 14 apiece. Ball's got a long way to go. It's from a high point. Nobody going in to play it. Roberta didn't want to play it because she's the setter, and then no one else went in to help her. That might come back. Not quite. Balkestein just turned by the ball and went the wrong side of her. She tried to turn around to go after it. It's funny, isn't it, when you look back to that last play and you saw that replay of the ball landing in front of Roberta, how kind of throws up the possibility that certain players with certain roles are expecting certain things to happen. Oh, it's an ace serve from Carroll. But the rules of the game, as Brazil head into the timeout, one in front, is the ball's just not allowed to hit the floor. You just got to keep it off the floor. It doesn't matter who does it, someone has to. Anyone can pop it up in the air if needs be. That's the serving run so far. Netherlands from 13 side out scored 2. They got 1 off of 11, so they've done well every time they've gone back, but it's Brazil in front.
Para defesa, vir para frente da bola, não para o lado da bola. Não pode, você tem que primeiro vir para frente da bola, depois, a hora que ela tirar, você sair.
Carroll looking for ace number 2. Good blocking from the Netherlands, closing down the angle. And again, but Tandara goes high hands. And that's why she's able to get the block out. If she'd have tried to bury that inside the 3-meter line, it would have been a different story. Back over the top. And now we have a double substitution coming for the Netherlands. Femke Stoltenberg coming in for Celeste Plack. And into the front row comes number 19, Nika Delderop, who is just 18 years of age, but being touted as the next best thing for the Netherlands. And that's a lovely start for Stoltenberg, coming in and getting the middle running straight away. The ball's hit the floor. And Brazil have their point. Knick was off and running. Oh, look at that, right between the two, and that's so unlucky. A little bit of confusion maybe for Brazil. Guimarães not exactly delighted with the way that point went. That's off the hands, and a good swing for Delderop, a real confidence booster for her as well. That's going to stay in play. Excellent defense from the Netherlands. Denizia finds a way through, though. That was nice, wasn't it? Just having to run in and then drifting wide and forcing the block to go with her wide. Double substitution for Brazil. On comes has Macris on the back of her shirt, Maria Cristina Carneiro to set. And that puts Monique into the front row in the setting position as it was. 3 front row attackers for Brazil. Nice up, Sue Ellen. Rosa Maria was facing towards the crowd, the ball coming across to her from behind her, as it were, and then she's having to turn, and she's turned it straight into the block. Didn't have an angle to go down to the sideline. Now the Netherlands, one in front. Brazil level, instant side out. Denizia up early, getting it past Bellien. That's a wonderful dig. Great set. A desperate attempt from Rosa Maria, but it's Delderop who takes the point. The Netherlands who take the lead again. Digma. Double substitution's been reversed for the Netherlands. Natalia over the top. Some very high, hard hitting going on both sides of the net. That was over the top of Bellien. Marit Jaspers coming on the back row, replacing Anne Bausch as a defender passer. And now Brazil going to make their substitutions. does look like we have a challenge. Why they were challenging that ball in out, only the Netherlands know. Roberta will be serving. You may have noticed something strikingly similar between the Netherlands and the USA, as that ball is put down by Yvonne Bellion. And that is the way that they have gone about their tactics. Double substitution, okay, everyone does that, but the striking thing is, with the change of the backcourt outside hitter, Bausch going off, and Marek Jasper coming in to pass and defend across the back row, means that the Netherlands have used all 6 substitutions in their set. Something the USA have done for a while now. And Jamie, the head coach, Jamie Morrison, was assistant for the US. He's brought that with him to the Netherlands. Oh, would you believe it? That looked like it wasn't going to get over the net. And it seems to have stuck on, rolled up and rolled down the other side. And now Brazil have the lead courtesy of an ace, and the Netherlands called timeout. On another day, that ball would have stayed on its own side. And as it is, on this day, it's an ace for Brazil. Lovely ball in. All right, net's going up and down. Who touched it? And was there a touch before the ball? And I think Brazil are going to challenge this. Why is the net going up and down? I think that's what they're going to be looking at, are they? Or are they not? No, they're not. It must have been the ball that touched it. All square again, but it is Brazil with the advantage. And so much as if they side this out, they get set point first. Don't go off and running. You just wonder how much, or if any of that was off-put in Balkestein. Goes past her, she's gone. Kind of went for it a little bit, didn't she? And Balkestein had plenty of time, but it doesn't come back, and it's now Brazil with set point. Carroll to serve. Oh, good recovery. Tandara for the set. And she's slowed down. Black to stay in it, and she's done it. Wonderful swing, but that is all to do with Knip, the libero. Recovering that ball after Brazil had made a block, which looked like a set-winning block. And it's Plack who finishes it off. First to get 2 clear takes the set. Massive block for the Netherlands. Robin de Graaf making sure it doesn't come over. Advantage to the Dutchies. Timeout called by Brazil. Set point for the Netherlands. Saved by Brazil. This set will just keep on going until we get two clear. Well, would you believe that? Rosa Maria goes up, thought she was going to hit hard, sees a block in front of her, and tries to do something different with the ball. Unforced error, and it's another set point for the Netherlands. Balsch with the serve. And the Netherlands are going to have a swing for it. Plack. Oh, and what a play from Plack! By cutting the ball, tipping it down to position one. And it's the Netherlands who take the set with some clever play from Celeste Plack. Match stats, 3 aces Brazil. We saw one of them sticks out, doesn't it? That one that hit the net and rolled up and over and down. Errors were quite low. The Netherlands with 3 big blocks. If you want to get involved on Twitter, sing like a lark at FIVB Volleyball. We've definitely gone back to old school. The coach has been giving a nice paper rotation to fill out to bring in to give their first 6 for the start of the set. We did have a few issues at the beginning with the scoring system, using the flip over score. Certainly the second referee, Patty Rolfe, is keeping the coaches calm, keeping the situation very much under control, and making sure the game runs smoothly, as you would expect from a very good, competent international referee. Chinese team looking on. You would expect perhaps the coach to have given them maybe a few tasks, maybe a little bit of scouting to see what the Netherlands team are doing, particularly in certain positions that might affect those players, give them a heads up going into their match on match day 3. checking the rotations for each side, of which there are no changes from the first set. Libros can now come on, and we are just moments away from the start of set 2. Dropping her left arm, but after the fact. Talia came in, and she loves to hit that ball cross court on the right-hand side. Almost a natural tendency for her to do that. Diekman's in the back row, can't get her hands above the height of the net. Used to be that if you did that as a back row player and you stood next to someone blocking, you'd be called as part of the block, and it would be a fault. Good serve, Bausch getting turned by the ball. Look at the technical aspects of passing. You want to make what's effectively a golf swing when you play the ball to the left or to the right of yourself. And that means you've got a platform behind the ball to knock it back, to play it to your target. If you make a baseball style swing, it can skim off your arms and go away. Hard hit from Natalia. Bright start from Brazil, 4-0. Maybe a little bit of a worry for the Netherlands. So far, Netherlands letting it ride. Well, it's another one. Brilliant blocking. Carol Rosamaria shutting down Plack, 5-0. And surely there'll be a timeout now for the Netherlands. And indeed there is. Good out by Roberta. Oh, what a shot from Natalia. It's getting better and better here for Brazil. They are piling on the points and the pressure. Is it starting to look like too far a distance between the two teams already in this set? That remains to be seen, but this is a big cushion that Brazil are giving themselves. Long last, the Netherlands have the ball. Bausch with a massive block, a monster block from Bausch, shutting down Tandara. Free ball, 3 front court attackers. It might come back. No, it won't. Now, the Netherlands, off of their serve, 2 points already, they've halved the deficit. Good up by Knip. Plack. Oh, great covering from Bausch. Plack the only option, and it doesn't matter. No one else available to hit. And look at that. The Brazilian blockers straight past the point of where that ball was going to cross the net, nowhere near it. I'm not sure I've seen a set of volleyball like this in a while. 6-0 down to 5-6 behind. Incredible. But once again, though, Plack comes up with that play. Roberto won't be pleased with that. I don't believe it. 6-all. Both teams with a 5-point serving run. And now it's Brazil who call the timeout.
Sai não, pressiona ela lá, é a única que tem para receber. E a mulher que bate, a mulher que vira, a mulher que dá porrada.
This is going to be a free ball now for the Netherlands. They could be going 7. Oh, not the best of sets though out wide. But Brazil do what they should do, which is play to the whistle. Guimarães wasn't happy, but the players got on with it, and the side out achieved with a great swing from Rosa Maria. Well, less said about that, the better. Technical timeout. Brazil leading by 2. Carroll. Nice block from Eda Nazir. She's off on a lap of honour. That's unfortunate for the Netherlands, but it's brilliant for Brazil. And we're just having this seesaw of points at the moment, aren't we? 6 here, 6 there. And now 4 for Brazil. Well, that'll give the Netherlands some time to reset their block and their defence behind it. Very nice work, lovely ball up by Knip. Got underneath it early, got set, nice stable platform, giving it some height for Plak, and again coming in cross court, but once again nobody's shutting it down at the net. Well, that's a lovely serve by Bellion. Tough rotation this for Brazil, with Roberta coming from 5 to try and get to a position. She has to get there quickly to 2.5. Ball is beating her to that position as it did on that occasion. She's still running backwards. She can't go up at the net and contest it because she's a backcourt player. Maria gets the block out. Tandara with the serve. That was lovely to watch because you had the Kraft going in quick, middle going with that, then the ball just over the top really. Out wide for Bausch to put it away cross court into the gap. Well, what a dig that is by Balkestein. Must have touched the block. It looks to have been going long. Oh dear. Timing issues. And Bausch unbelievably tips a ball where she had license to swing, and now she goes for a swing and she's shut out. Not sure Bausch realised she had that cross-court option and maybe that she just couldn't have hit it. But when she did go for the swing, but then Azia, who's miles off the net as well, makes the block. Almost a beach block from Azia. Bausch is coming out, straight swap now. And in comes the youngster, Nika Dalderup. Natalia in vain hoping for a touch to be given. Not that it would have mattered because Netherlands would have then challenged it. Dalderup back for her first serve of this FIVB World Grand Prix Finals. That was super play. Great discipline from the Netherlands. Running that slide in transition, and we're all square again. And what looked to be at 6-0 up for Brazil, a set they would go on and win, and then gave 6 points away. Italia seeing glory, trying to hit that too steep, not as high as she thought she was, and then the net carrying it out for her. Dalderup again. That's off the hands and away. Tandara getting the side out. Very quick, nice behind. That C quick, really so short in behind the setter. And that was the previous play of Natalia hitting the ball out. Well, the crowd was so nice on that slide behind, and then evens it out by making the serving error. So a plus point and a minus point. That's Roberta for Brazil. Markestein stretching, hand was up. Nobody reacting quickly enough. One thing it's important to note for those of you learning the game is that when you see a player's hand go up, it only tells you one thing: they're not going to hit it hard. Doesn't mean it's going to be short, could be long. Well, the game seems to have settled into that rhythm now that you expect to see in most matches of trading points. Now one away from the second technical timeout, as Natalia has an interesting pre-serve routine. It could be Brazil going into that timeout with the lead. It may not be though. Plack got some work to do, 3 blockers. Brazil scrambling. Rosa Maria has belted it off the block, but it's covered unsuccessfully. That spin on the ball, taking it away from Knip. Her and Daldrup getting into a little bit of trouble. And it's Brazil who have the lead at the second technical timeout. Slightly more settled point scoring from 13. Wasn't quickly enough into Bellien. She was having to reach for it. That gave the block time to get up and get across the net. I'll tell you what, Natalia's right on the limit of her 8 seconds. Good chase. Great block. And that's down to Knip, the libero. Getting the ball in play, making Brazil go again, and then Plack shutting them out. Fires the Netherlands on to level terms. Nice change of angle from Plack. Direct substitution, one setter for another for Brazil. Macris has come in. Roberta has gone out. Alderop was waiting. Just perhaps had the feeling that Dijkma, not having confidence in her to put the ball away, kept going back to Plack. And Plack was getting more and more blockers up against her. Sometimes the double bluffs just don't work. Good ball in from Dalderop. That was a horrible serve. Well, Dijkma thinks the ball was up. She thinks she got her hand all the way underneath it. And Patricia's saying, the second referee, she could see that part of the ball had hit the floor. It was very difficult for the first referee going away because you're getting the hand and the player. And we'll get a look here in the slow-mo. Yeah, brilliant call. They say not good or bad, it's right or wrong, and that was the right call. Looks like, dare I say it, we could be heading to a similar scenario we had in the first set, which went 27-25. Oh, that was a chance. Bellienne kind of made like she was going to go for it. Maybe she thought Dalderop wasn't, or was rather, going to go for this. Tandara. Excellent work, Dalderop, showing why she's been brought into this team. She's 18 years of age, another young gun and a talent coming into women's volleyball at the elite level. Stoltenberg back to serve, and that brings Nicole Uda-Lutikaus on to the front row for the first time, number 17. And be blocking over on the right side. Oh, good touch. Good defense behind it. Work to do here for Dalderop. Oh, wow, what a swing. Fearless. Excellent swing from the youngster. And the Netherlands are level. Rosa Maria showing how it's done for Brazil. Tense finish to this set, and for the Netherlands, with 3 players on court who hadn't started the match, let alone this set. Substitution called. Monique coming in to replace Rosa Maria. Brazil too, with a change of personnel. Obviously, Macris is in and being replaced Roberta. That's what the value of having strength in depth, even when you have younger players. Oh, that's brilliant. Uda-Lutikaus with her first swing of the match. And it's a point-scoring one. Rosa Maria comes back in. Monique goes off. Dalderop with the serve. Nice serve, good pass as well by Sue Ellen under pressure. But that's an unforced error from Tandara, and the initiative has just swung towards the Netherlands. Both coaches have a timeout each left. Both coaches have 3 substitutions left and 2 video challenges. Good up by Knip. Well, she is a back row player, but was her hand above the height of the net? If it was, then that's the issue, and it's got to be close. She said, yes, she may have played the ball with a fist, but when she put her hand up, was it above the height of the net? It was right in front of the first referee who said it was, so there's no arguments. Well, there are arguments, but there shouldn't be. Another player onto court for Brazil. Amanda Francisco in to serve. Have a look at it again, and the hand was above the height of the net. Good call from the refs once more. Well, that's the most unorthodox pre-serve routine I think I've ever seen from a player. Looks like she's going to lose control of the ball. Brilliant from Knip. Desperate attempt. Balkestein just keeps it in play. But Brazil's too having to scramble. And that's an unforced error. It's been given as in. There may be a challenge. It looked like it was going out. The Netherlands were convinced it was. I'll tell you what, it was a low scudding shot towards that baseline. Didn't have any topspin on it. It'd be interesting to see what kind of an impact that makes as it goes without topspin, whether it still compresses down flat or forward. Oh, it has caught the line, it's right on it. But now it's Brazil with the lead, 23-22. Amanda with the serve. Good up from Knip. Balkestein with work to do. Oh, wow! How did that not come up? That ball's travelled 7 metres from the left side of court back to where Stoltenberg was watching the set. Suddenly realised she had to play it, and it's now set point for Brazil. This has travelled a long way, and it doesn't come back into play.
They're going to be in center too. It's a new center, but they've been running a lot of low. Just be ready for that. Make sure we're taking the ball off the floor. Get that point back. Let's go.
Set point for Brazil. And they're going to have a swing for it. Good up from Balkestein. Another chance for Brazil. Huge block from the Netherlands, and set point is saved. Lutikaus it was, making the block. Robin de Kruijff with the serve. Brazil with one chance, but they're going to take a timeout first. Well, the coaching staff for the Brazil getting a little bit het up. Called for timeout. Timeout was signalled. Nobody bothered to move off the court. Both teams now have used their timeouts, none left. Brazil, though, have 2 video challenges. Not going to need them. Unforced error from the serving line, and Brazil take the second set to level the match at 1 set all. So this is where the attacks have gone for Brazil in that set. The green showing the cross-court angles and the blue where the ball's been hit in a straightish line. Some of those blue ones that you could see in position 6 were off the pipe attack, more than likely. Brazil opting to keep Macris on court, and that means Roberta, the setter, is on the bench. And for the Netherlands, a little quick look around, and one change for them, and that is that Nika Dalderop is going to stay in as an outside hitter. And that means Bausch is to the bench as the Netherlands have their side out. Good ball in from Balkestein. And straight away, Dalderop getting into the action, finding the gap between the two blockers and the two defenders. It'll be Natalia will go back to serve. Nice dig from Macris, but free ball here for the Netherlands. Back belly in, Dalderop, and it's Dalderop who puts it away. Dalderop playing her volleyball for the ladies in black in Aachen. Tessa Polder, also Uri Lutikaus, as well as Knipp and Stoltenberg, and that's in Germany, those teams, that team I should say, so there's a lot of camaraderie there, a lot of unity already. A national team with that many players in one club. Just as you think things were going kind of as you expect with volleyball at 2-1, a rush of points. Netherlands now 5-1 up, and it's Brazil who call the timeout. Bellion. Well watched by Diekman. Into the action comes Adenizia. A big front row here for Brazil. Tandara, Rosa Maria, as well as Adenizia. That's been given in by the lines judge. Well, Carroll says it's out, so they're going to go for a challenge, and she's already off getting the ball. A quick review with a quick decision, and the ball is in. It'll be Plack. De Kruif was looking for the line, but there wasn't enough room. That's a top swing from Tandara. So important when you're hitting that pipe attack that you really drive in, commit to it, and Plack does exactly that. The ball is where it needs to be, and she rips through it. Get a little bit more height if she really drove her left side up, her left arm up, and brought it in instead of letting it drop the way she did. Last arm, Rosa Maria. And Macris wasn't looking at what was happening on the other side of the net. And we hit the technical timeout, Brazil leading or trailing by 3. That last point had Diekma running all the way over to 2 to play the ball. There was nobody out at position 4 on Brazil's side to block the ball, and a ball that had been set wide would have been a free swing. Everybody going for it, nobody able to get full control. That sends Adenizia back to serve. Big hit, Natalia. He definitely thumps the ball hard. Well watched by Bellian. And a lovely block out from Balkestein. Carroll still travelling to her right. It'll be always difficult to block that ball back into play if you're on the move when you're blocking. Natalia hits it hard, Tandara hits it hard, Rosa Maria hits it hard. Everybody does, as you'd expect. And when they get it right, it's very difficult to defend. Macris to the serving line, Tandara now into the front row. So a big thump off the block from Balkestein. She was up quick, she was up high. And now she has the serve. Oh, lovely blocking, Carroll and Natalia together. Well, that's 8 seconds and gone for Natalia. She may well have to be careful if the referee decides to take an issue. She'd not have much to complain about. That was 10 seconds before she threw the ball up to be ready to serve from the minute the whistle went. With teams that hit the ball like Brazil and Netherlands do, you have to be ready and set for the hard hit, but then you have to be quick on your feet to be able to react and move. And the idea is you need to find out as quickly as possible, see the tell as to when the ball is not going to be hit hard, because you have to change your defensive positioning from taking the floor to being light on the floor. Plak drilling the line. Good leave from the Netherlands. Now they edge in front. There's a good, decent cushion, although in the context of the match, it's nothing. If you've been watching from the start. And that first set in particular, 6-0 to 6-all. Ace serve, that's a wonderful serve. At Rosa Maria, attacking her left shoulder, thinking it's going out, and then it's just swept back in onto that line. So a change, not to take Rosa Maria out, but to put Anna Beatrice in as a middle blocker, just to calm things down a little bit without having to take a timeout. Particularly as Brazil have already used one in the set. So nice work from Guimarães. Credit to him as coach, just to have that wherewithal to say, oh, do you know what? We'll just give our players a little bit more time. We'll give Rosa Maria time to refocus, call it a substitution, and it works. The Netherlands have their side out. They're looking comfortable at the moment in the way they're playing. Dalderop's fitted in perfectly. And she goes back to serve. Exciting times for the Dutch team, and you think there's Sluicies to come back in to the setup. Plak playing so well. Total confusion. Mankris not sure what to do. And we hit the second technical timeout with the Netherlands leading by 5.
Para cá, porque ele está virando, é a placa aqui. É a única que está recebendo mais bola e está botando no chão. É aqui o jogo.
It's also that, but we're going a little too far. The last 3 times, I'm telling you, we're going too far. Come inside, that'll leave this. There's zone 1. And I can tell you the last 2 times we've gone too far there. Normal. Look at that, normal. Receivers, you're serving here a lot. So we really let's expect it from you. Let's go. Keep pushing.
There's a good up from Plak. And a good swing from Natalia. Frustration for Tandara. She really went after that. But the ball just getting away from her. Netherlands still with a healthy cushion. A couple of times now, Robin de Graaf has had a few issues. She plays volleyball for Conegliano in Italy. Most of the Dutch team play their volleyball abroad. Martina Navarro, Conegliano, Fenerbahce. And for Ana Pau, she plays in Brazil for Rexona Cesc and knows the team on the other side of the net very well indeed. There's a few club mates. Nice blocking from Brazil. That looked like she threw that back to throw that up for service. Got away with that. Great dig. Another great block from Brazil. The fight back is definitely on. One behind. Call the timeout.
Let's go.
Essa aqui no B não recebe não.
And Beatrice once more. Good work from Balkestein. Netherlands holding on to their lead. Just looking for that block out, looking to use Roberta. Laura Diekma. Another thumping hit from Tandara. Both her and Plack are really, really doing damage to that volleyball on the pipe for their countries. That opposite role really does suit Balkestein, doesn't it? And hitting on that side of the court, being the lefty. She's a right jack in the box as well. Popping up, putting the ball down. Netherlands now with service. Two in front, keeping the pressure on Brazil. Overpassed. That might stay in play. Rosa Maria, brilliant touch. Free ball for the Netherlands. Oh, that's a really good play from Sue Ellen. That's not easy for Knip. But Black makes it easy. Stein will serve again. Well watched by Roberta. Bellien having to play her own attack, and it's Black who gets the block out. Head-scratching moments for Guimarães. And a timeout to come from Brazil.
dois contra-ataques, é isso que a gente está precisando. E a coisa, a placa está virando, nós temos que dar mais juntinho no corredor, é muita bola passando no meio, Carol.
Somehow that goes down the front of the Netherlands block on their side. So Brazil craft their side out. It's certainly not a set that's done and dusted by any means yet. But that doesn't help Brazil's cause. Good touch by Tandara. Free ball coming over from Sue Ellen. 3 attackers for the Netherlands. Oh, big hit. Big swing indeed from Dalderop. And the Netherlands are now 2 points away from victory in this set and from going 2-1 up. Good call and a good leave by Brazil. Amanda with the serve. Nice ball in from Balkestein. Good up by Roberta. Knip gets there but doesn't get control. And Brazil have a point, 3 behind. 1 side out required here from the Netherlands, just to make things probably that little bit more comfortable. They don't want to waste too many opportunities doing it, because otherwise they'll lose opportunities to side out for the set. A Quick does the business. Robin de Kruijf puts it down. Set point for the Netherlands. Oh, that's brilliant. See how early she's up in the air. The ball then being shot into where she's at. Too quick for the block. Bausch comes in. Height at the net, and it is a big front line. Dalderop, Bausch and de Kruijf. And back to the serving line is Femke Stoltenberg. Well, that was a tricky little serve that seemed to move this way and that. And it's been called as out. There might be a challenge, and why not? The Netherlands have 2 video challenges available, and also this acts as a little bit of a timeout. It means that Tandara has to wait. She was up there, she's ready with the volleyball, but she's not going to be able to serve just yet. A successful, in terms of it was out, so an unsuccessful challenge, I should say, from the Netherlands. They've lost 1. But now the Netherlands with 3 opportunities to side out and take the set. Good up from Tandara. Rosa Maria, she can only tip. And Bausch was late. First set point saved. Tandara with the serve. Decent ball in from Lauderup. And somehow it stays in play. And again. Well, the block works for the Netherlands. They take the set 25-22 and they lead 2-1. It's a must-win set now for Brazil because they are on the verge of exiting the World Grand Prix finals. A team that have won 11 gold medals, 18 medals in all in the 24 editions of this tournament. The most successful team in World Grand Prix history. But they're on the verge of not making it onto the podium. It's only happened to them on a few occasions. Oh, that's a big hit. Well, there's certainly one player who doesn't want that to happen. It's Tandara. Good covering from Plack. Nice up by Sue Ellen. Will it come back? Yes, Roberta's onto it. Free ball for the Netherlands. Balkestein stepping in to take it off Diekma. Plack is dug by Roberta. Excellent rally. But it's the Netherlands who block out Natalia. Brilliant work by the Netherlands. The last time Brazil failed to get on the podium was in 2007. And the winners that year were the Netherlands. Stein serving again, 2-all. Good up. Dalderup gets it off the hands and away. Very solid player for someone so young, Dalderup. Certainly belying her years. Carroll. Both teams giving it their all, as you'd expect. And as this game has gone on, the error rate has dropped dramatically. We're seeing some wonderful volleyball. Tandara with the serve. Just as I say that, we have an unforced error. I better not say that again then, had I? More trouble for the Netherlands. Brazil in front by 2. Beatrice is keeping her place on court. No changes for the Netherlands from that previous set. Interested to know who hits the ball harder, Celeste Plack or Tandara, but there's not much in it. Netherlands bounce back. Just wonder whether or not the Netherlands' ability to stick in this set might cause Brazil some problems, as they know that they have to win. Whether any of that pressure might get to them. Certainly those looking good for Brazil at the moment, leading by 2 at the technical timeout.
going down. Make sure we pick ourselves up, we control our emotions. We go out here and fight every single play. Let's go!
Ah, vamos só pressionar um pouquinho mais no saco, já vai embora.
Soltar.
Vambora.
Moçada, a gente tá na frente.
Nice ball in. Makes such a difference, doesn't it, when you're watching the game and you see the ball right onto the setter's head. As a defender, as a blocker on the other side, it's just horrible because you know now comes the pressure. There's time crisis in knowing where to go, where the ball is going to go, especially with the setters of the quality that the Netherlands and Brazil have, disguising the intended destination until the last possible split second. Trying to tempt the other blockers into guessing where it might be going, and it's the middle blockers who have the most time stress. Trying to stop what might be coming through the middle or the pipe, and if that's not happening, then getting outside. Good up from Plack, good chase from Diegma. But it's not going to come back over. Chinese team have been watching during the course of this match. They've all gone now, though. They've obviously seen enough. Yes, that's a case of rolling, rolling, rolling. There's a song with those words in it. Rolling like a bowling ball, that one, wasn't it, down the alley? Black really has stepped up. A player that has been a substitute for the Netherlands the last few years, coming in, coming out. Now a starter in this tournament, showing exactly why. Lovely dig from Knip. Dalderup playing it. Well, this time Tandara not going to the same place, avoiding the line. But that's come off the block. There's going to be a challenge. Dalderup saying he didn't touch it. Bellien saying he didn't touch it. Didn't look as if anyone touched it. Tandara thinks as well. Nobody touched it. have once a situation, it was involving the Netherlands and Celeste Plack, where she'd gone up and the ball was hit through her arms and called for a touch, and she said, no, 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 I didn't touch it. And then on the replay, we saw the ball disappear, but then emerge through her hair. And it's a case of if the ball touches your hair, oh, what a dig that is, then it's deemed to be a touch as it goes out. But if your hair touches the net, then that's not a fault. Good up again. Netherlands working really hard in this rally. Dalderop is slowed down. Sue Ellen going wide for Tandara to have the swing. But again, she's going high because Dalderop and Bellien are putting up an excellent block. And instead of taking on that block, trying to avoid it, she's avoided the court. Good serve from Balkestein. Well, this will be a worry now for Brazil. Well, Guimarães kind of puts his hands up to say she was over, but actually Bellien just put her hand straight up in the air and the ball hit her. And whilst the ball might still appear to be on her side, on the side of Brazil, it will be, but her hands are on her own side. And Brazil now call the timeout, 2 behind, trailing 2-1.
Esse é o lance do jogo que a gente tem que estar muito atento. Bora de novo. Deixa ela entrar no passo dela, volta de novo.
Oh, the first glimpse of the inexperience of youth for Dalderop. Up until this point, she's been exceptional. Question now is how will that affect her, if at all? Carroll may well go after her here. Indeed she does. Oh, that's a brilliant serve from Carroll. Dalderop left it wasn't sure. It doesn't get much better than that as a float serve from one corner of the court to the other. And Brazil have moved in front. Carroll again. Knipp with an excellent pass. And that's an excellent block from Brazil. Another good serve, well passed, good cover by Knipp. Dalderop. Oh, and it's an unforced error from her. It's starting to go a little bit Pete Tong for the Netherlands. Brazil into the technical timeout, leading by 3. Well, that's pretty much what we saw in set 1, from 1 to 6, and then 1 to 6 on the other side.
Trying to lead again, so unless 12's in there, let's get the quick going.
A Tony vai achar jogar a ponteria. Apesar, jogava um pouco para dentro. Olha, a posição 3.
Knip working hard again. But Brazil are knocking on the door, and it's just been shut firmly in the face of Rosa Maria. That was a monster block. This is an epic game. Bellion with the serve. Big front row this for the Netherlands. Plak, Bausch, De Cruyff, I should say, and Dalderop. Good covering from Dalderop. She's out of the attack. Plak gets it. Two blockers will be going against her, and it's a net touch by Brazil. And the Netherlands are back to within one. No carry given against Roberta. And Brazil treble up on Plak. Tandara takes a deep breath, gets herself ready. Nice dig from Natalia. And likewise from Knip. Dalderop again. It's working for Brazil. They've opened up a 3-point lead. Timeout is going to come from the Netherlands. That's a wonderful swing from Anna Beatrice, having to lean back slightly as well.
We'll get a play here in a second. One side out, we go back out here. On the look, remember with 20, we're taking line. Get a little bit further there.
Yes, Mighty, come on!
Let's go!
Aí você joga para baixo, mete aquela largada que eu te falei, deixa jogar, retoma o bloqueio, vamos pro jogo de novo. Essa defesa
Suellen was waiting for that one from Dalderop. Likewise, Knip. There's another one that was close to the sideline. And the head coach for the Netherlands thought about the challenge. It's not going to happen. Tandara. Brazil with his 4-point cushion, you'd think should be good enough for them to get the set. And especially as it's now a 5-point cushion. Now Bausch is coming in. Dalderop is going to go off. There might be some more changes coming as well for the Netherlands. Brilliant dig from Tandara. Trying to run the middle again. Anna Beatrice is all over de Kruif. No, Anna Beatrice just wasn't sure where to go with that because she had Roberta who wasn't going to hit it. She was in the way, trying to set a ball out to two. It was a lovely ball for someone to hit through the right side at front row, but not from the back row. Double substitution for the Netherlands. Plak goes off, and so too does Diekman. And then coming in, Stoltenberg and Ude Lütikhaus. On any other day, in any other match, 4 points would be enough for Brazil to see it off, but this match has been nothing like that. And you're seeing teams scoring runs of points on both sides. Good covering by Balkestein. Bausch again, this time with the tip ball. So it's Brazil who take it. Tandara gets it into transition with her teammates, gets it off the block and away. Tandara now 17 points in the match with a 46% success rate. Netherlands have a timeout available to them. They've used 3 substitutions. What is Jamie Morrison going to do, if anything? Oh, what a swing that is from Ude Lütikhaus. No nerves for her. Ude Lütikhaus, born in '97, 19 years of age. Another talent for this Dutch team. Oh, that's a wonderful serve from Anne Bausch. The Rexona-esque player. Against some of her teammates in Brazil. Tandara, though, again crashing through the middle. Tandara plays for Osasco Volleyball Club. Anna Beatrice, another Osasco player, she gets ready to serve. They're going to call touches. It may well be that de Kruif touched it. She was the only one saying she didn't. Or rather, the only one not saying she didn't. Double negatives. Indeed, there was a touch, and that was why she was trying to hide in the crowd. It didn't work. The challenge system caught her. Amanda coming in, and the Beatrice going out. Well, that was wonderful. Kruif actually had a swing at that, missed it completely, which is probably just as well. And then Balkestein threads it. Into the action for the first time in the match comes Koolhuis. She's been stood watching. Now she has to serve. Put some pressure on Brazil. She's done that. I'll tell you what, that's a lovely pass. Balkestein. Net touch, Brazil. Carroll into the net. Substitution from Jamie Morrison. Genius. It always is when it comes off. Koolhuis again. Oh, maybe not so genius. She didn't look comfortable with the first one, to be fair. It's now set point for Brazil. Well, Roberta doesn't want to do it the easy way by making the Netherlands play it at least. So the double sub reversed. Diekma, Plak come in. Diekma with the serve. Brazil with 3 chances to take this game into a decider from side out. Plak. Kept in play by Amanda. Natalia again. Massive block from Billion. 2 chances for Brazil to take it into a decider. And Brazil call timeout. Tandara does it, gets the roll cross court. Brazil take the set 25-22, it's 2-2, and we're now 1 set away from knowing whether or not Brazil will stay in this competition. Vital statistics from the set. Netherlands making 7 errors. Brazil just making the 5. But despite that, Netherlands had more aces. Funny old game at times. Well, it's pretty simple now. A race to 15. Brazil win. Still in the tournament. if the Netherlands win, Brazil are out. Roberta with the serve. And it's Celeste de Plack who gets the first point. Knip's got under it, but it's just too far away. Delrup not going to risk injury by going into the advertising hoardings, and we're all square. That's definitely over 8 seconds. Well, I guess that would be the last thing you'd want the ref to do, wouldn't it, in a situation like this, to make that call. But it might be something that it's brought to Natalia's attention at some point. That's off the block and away. So Brazil have the lead, and they have the lead from the serve. Well, the longer you wait on the serve, the more tension is put on the other team. You kind of get the whistle and you get into a rhythm, but certainly one thing we're seeing, Natalia's serve has been very successful. It has put the Netherlands under pressure. Good leave from Digma. Balkestein keeping it off the floor. And so too Sue Ellen. Does that hit the hands? It has again. Tandara. She's got her range right now, hasn't she? Brazil up 4-1 in the context of a race to 15. That is a big lead. So that's another good serve from Natalia. Oh dear, error. Celeste Plack. It's starting to fall apart here for Brazil. But for the Netherlands, I should say. It's amazing for Brazil right now. And a timeout called by the Netherlands. That's a top dig by Natalia. She'll get to have a swing. Good work, Plack. That was lucky, wasn't it, for Plack? It popped up really nicely for her. But the important thing is she kept an eye on it. She knew where it had gone and was able to throw it down quickly. Bellien now with the serve. And it's a wonderful block from de Graaf, committing in the middle. Krauf with 16 points in the match now. Bellian serves again. Oh dear. That's frustrating. Good to see head coach just going over a high five for Bellian, keeping it positive. Nips onto it. Oh, brilliant! Oh, fantastic play! The crowd go crazy, and Brazil may have a swing for the point. Rosa Maria with a little roll shot. Another chance for the Netherlands. Well, it's a huge block. It's a massive point, and surely Brazil now will believe that they can win this match. What a chase that was! And 6 minutes gone. And it's looking like Brazil might be victorious. But we'll take nothing for granted in what has been an exciting roller coaster of a match as the score and the sets have gone one side then the other. Oh, Balkestein, where did that come from? Well watched by de Krauf, and Balkestein again. Oh, huge block! Incredible volleyball. Robin shouts a monster block, but that was the monster of all blocks. Jalder up to serve. Alberta having to scramble. Tandara didn't find any hands, did she? It's not been given, there'll be a challenge. I think it may well have hit Balkestein. We'll see very shortly. Indeed it did. Balkestein touching the ball on its way out. What a difference. 8-6 it would have been. It's now 9-5 from a successful challenge for Brazil. Rosa Maria with the serve. Well, that looked like a half volley. But it doesn't matter because it's an unforced error from Brazil. Suellen going after that. It looked like it might have been a cam cake. Half hand, half floor. Wow, would you believe this? Just when it looked like Brazil were in control, got the game in their pocket, a couple of unforced errors, and they're beginning to get a little bit nervy again. Timeout called by Brazil. Netherlands 2 behind. That's more like it. Ana Beatriz puts it down. And that was a huge draw, wasn't it? A mixture of joy and relief as that goes down. Amanda in to serve, and she has the funkiest, unique pre-serve routine you're ever likely to see. The Netherlands are not going to give this up easy. And now Teichmer and Plack come back in. So another 3 rotations with a setter in the back row. And the big weapon, the big threat, Plack into the front row. It's Natalia versus Plack. Netherlands 2 back. Teichmer with the serve. Guimarães taking a deep breath as he watches on as coach for Brazil. It's tense. It's a great shot from Tandara. The backcourt threat added in to Natalia in the front. Might be the difference here. Tandara with 24 attack points now. Balkestein again, leading by example, the captain putting the ball away. And she heads back to the serving line. And Dalderup was too far into court, couldn't get out wide quickly enough. Natalia able to put it away and just edge Brazil closer to victory. Nice swing from Plack, getting it off the block. Very difficult to stop a shot like that. You need somebody on the baseline, almost beyond the baseline for those kind of shots. Plack able to put so much power into the ball. Netherlands now with their 6th substitution, no more left. 1 timeout left though for them, should they need it. Belien with the serve. Ooh, that was a big old swing right into the face of Dalderop. And Rosemarie just come over to say, sorry, I didn't really mean that. Dalderop's fine. She's probably having a little chat with her blocker saying, someone want to drop their arm? Stop that one coming cross court. Timeout's been called by the Netherlands. No more timeouts left for the Netherlands. No more substitutions left for the Netherlands. And it is Brazil who have the lead. They're 2 away from victory. Monique back to serve. Side out needed here by the Netherlands. Clever little play with Plack coming on a half ball in the middle. And that just opened up enough room for the ball to be put down. First time they've run that in the match as well. Palak to serve. Tandara with the tip. Oh, and it's not picked up. Nip goes in. And Dijkma as well, but then they look at each other. Wow, would you believe that? An opportunity wasted, maybe. It's match point now for Brazil. And they've done it in the first time of asking. Brazil have beaten the Netherlands by 3-2, and they stay in this tournament. The FIVB World Grand Prix finals are as exciting as they could possibly be, and this group is going down to the last match.